AKA Padders, welcome to 2023. Now, look, given this is still dropping on New Year's Eve, but it's 2023. Yes, I love New Year's Eve. I love the resolutions. I love the trajectory of the one year going into the other, and I love giving yourself obstacles to do when the year begins, because if it's hard in the beginning of the year, it's easy at the end, and I think that's where we are. So we're in it. It's StanUARY, year 2, the annual Sketchbook Challenge, co-created by the fantastic StanUARY. Justin, I know you've been going through some things. I am with you. We will pick this up at another time. We will continue this because your name is still all over this. And that's what we do in StanUARY. We give all the credit because some of us have issue with how Stan Lee has given credit throughout his career, especially his later life, where those Marvel cameo appearances. But we have StanUARY. Now, if you guys are not familiar, this is what happened a year ago, and we're going to be going. I just want to showcase what to expect with all these upcoming live streams. I'm going to try and do one live stream a day for the entire month, creating our own comic book from a blank slate. These are by Koala. Okay, they're awesome. You can get them on Amazon. But let's get to something else. This right here, this is a unpaid product advertising, but Fig, Apple, Red Bull, it's phenomenal. It really is. It goes great with the vodka, even goes great with the tequila, people. This is my last Red Bull until February. This is also a little bit of a challenge. I'm kicking the energy drinks for one entire month. Not kicking the alcohol though. Let's get into this. This is Bud Light Seltzer. This is the Happy Hour pack. I'm a huge fan of the Happy Hour pack. But let me get some of this. Sometimes the carbonation. Okay. So StanUARY it's such an interesting exploration for me, and it's also interesting that it came up through one of my live chats, my live streams. Justin came in one time, dropped the idea. I said, hit me up in December of last year. I had COVID. I got COVID really bad a year ago, and we still made it happen. And this is a part of what online army building, online community, finding friends, discovering new people. This is a lot of what this is all about. And StanUARY is also a representation of that. It's also an exploration of things we think, these myths that we may have wrong about Stan Lee. But that's going to be our next video. But for right here, our next StanUARY video. But right here, right now, I just want to showcase what we did a year ago and just say thank you to all my AKA Padders. We're growing. We really are. Bingo, bango, people. What is happening? Okay, so let's get some lights. Let's get some lights going. Let's show this baby off, because this sucker was tough. It really was. Let's raise the roof. We want to be able to see this cover to cover. So this is my approach to sketchbooks. I just want to be clear on my approach for all sketchbooks. This is why I call myself the world sketchbook champion. Because I know people make sketchbooks that may have more drawings. People may have had more sketches within the year, but this is how we do it. And this separates us from the animals. You can see, okay? Do we need anything more? Do we need to know anything, right? I already started this year's one, by the way. That's a Solar Man. More than that. Alright, so here we go. Look, On the cover, right here, we have the Destroyer. He's a whole prompt this year, but my whole idea, cover to cover, all Stan Lee stuff. We have our logo. I absolutely love our logo. And here we have Stan Lee with a red background. Now, this year, too, will also be like a red themed cover. The cover won't get worked on until the end, because last year I dirtied the hell out of this, and you can kind of see that I had to do like extra whiteout all over to cover some of those smudge marks. Back cover, we have Stan Lee's Lucky Man. This was a show available on Sky One. I wanted to check this out within the year. Haven't done it, but look, see. I just want you guys to see. This is what the cover was, and this is what it is. Part of a sketchbook challenges is knowing all your material, so you can do anything you want to do. So it's all hand lettered. We did our own word balloons. We did our own logos. Inside cover, we have Spider-Man Unlimited. What I feel is the absolute best Spider-Man cartoon ever made. This is so underrated. It's bizarre. It's crazy. It's wild. I absolutely love it. It's a wonderful side tangent. And this was of an era too, where Spider-Man was far less popular than he is now. So I wanted to open up too with like almost like a day in the life of Stan Lee. He's juggling his workload, taking calls, just like he's just like miserable. And then here we go. This was so important. Justin and I had like this was a little bit of a contentious moment for us. I knew this was going to be a regular thing because I'm so committed to giving back. I love educating. I love bringing people like into my world as much as possible. Maybe education is not the right word, but Ravage 2099 is one of his creations I absolutely love. It was the big creation that came out when I started to get into comic books, like seriously. And there's a lot of my personal history with this character. So it had to be day one. And I knew moving forward, that was, I could not compromise. I could not waver that. But then here we go. This is a lot of Justin. Fantastic Four. We have the Ant-Man coming up, Quantumanium. But here I wanted to showcase his Goliath and Yellow Jacket, even Paul Rudd. It was fun. It was fun to kind of get into the rhythm of exactly what to depict. Fantastic Four, because I love the inside baseball. I love the curveballs. We got She-Hulk and Kirby here. We have Anella. She got killed by Galactus. We have Kang in all of his forms. Sometimes I approach these like a reverse engineer. I know with the Kang, I wanted to do the single colors. Okay, I just wanted to be single blocks of color. I know for this one, I needed that upshot of Galactus. I needed some of those spaceships. I needed the world exploding. Again, sometimes we reverse engineer. Ringmaster, I feel like I didn't quite nail Ringmaster, like the elephant here, giving him the skunk eye. We sure got a little bit more of the idea that he's in the crowd, he's presenting. We do a lot of puns. This whole Thor prompt, we're making fun of the 90s Thor, particularly the 491 to 494 Thor that gave him his cut-off belly shirt, his crop top. Avengers, there was no way in hell I was not going to do Avengers United. Highly underrated show. The Ultron in that might be the absolute best Ultron that we've ever seen. I'm sorry. Sinister Six is maybe my one regret. I wanted to do colored backgrounds, make them black and white. I don't think this comes off as well. And then we have Purple Man, my absolute favorite. Do we call him Marvel Cinematic Universe? But Purple Man and Jessica Jones, next to Thanos, is their absolute best villain. So I was so happy when he came up with this one. Two Gun Kid, I love the old shit. I love the unknown stuff. I just wanted to do a cowboy fight for that, make it black and white. The Watcher, I just wanted to do as an Andy Warhol. That was it. I don't know why. That just made sense. Day 13, Dr. Octopus. I wanted to, there was this Dr. Octopus miniseries. It was like Dr. Octopus Year One by Carrie Andrews. It's the absolute best depiction of Dr. Octopus. It's the best. It's so human. It's so well done. He drew it. We wanted to pay some homage to that. We got Maximus here from the Inhumans. So this is what I didn't like. I did have back-to-back Inhumans. A little bit annoying, but whatever. We made it work. Moving on. We have Mosaic. Okay, this was, this one was mine. Mosaic, straight to DVD series, so on the Cartoon Network. So some of these, like I'll have some of the biographical bibliography info as well. But Mosaic, and she kind of like DNA-wise merges and then becomes like other things, and she has like a ancient heritage. Mephisto here. Again, there was no way I wasn't doing Blackheart, and there was no way I wasn't making some of these references to WandaVision. Gorgon, another Inhuman. Tough. I just had to reference the Inhuman ABC show and the portrayal because Condor, another straight to DVD. Like I said, some of these I just wish the depictions or the backgrounds popped a little bit more. Some of them were more driven around the gag or again education. But Condor, the entire idea with Condor was selling the idea that he was like a skateboarder. There's a good bikini fight in that DVD as well. Nicely designed villains. I didn't get to show that off enough. The Sandman. DC. We got two DC coming up. The DC Just Imagine. This is the Sandman, which I feel is my favorite, but I also wanted to mix it with the other Sandman. I don't know why. It just seemed to work. I had a lot of fun with this one. Had a lot of fun with Day 21, which was finally Spider-Man. We have, oh hi Steve, we have Dicko here in the reflection for the eyes. Just wanted to do like a big splash. Okay. Another one of my requirements, it was Stripperella. I have such a history with this character. I remember watching it, waiting for it to come on Spike. At one time, I thought the potential Stripperella and what Spawn was doing on HBO, again, like some years apart, but I just felt like the American animation was going into such a wild direction. It was nothing but excited. Here we have Peggy Carter. I just wanted to kind of draw her as Peggy Cap. Ego, again, we have to reference Kurt Russell, but again, just make this thing giant, make him look cool. I got, by this point, I'm also using Crayola markers. I'm not using anything sophisticated, so I wanted to blend them a certain way. Day 25 here, we have X-Men, and we have a wonderful caption rain here too with featuring Deadpool. We have Wolverine. We kind of have this flashback, but this is a little bit of a commentary of like what the X-Men were at their height versus now. Carl Mordo, Doctor Strange villain. We know him from the movies. Just wanted to show off the green. Wanted to show off Doctor Strange too a little bit. Again, have fun with it. Day 27, I wanted to do all the iterations of Iceman, including his ultimate version. When Emma Frost snapped his mind and he lost control of his powers. The leather jacket phase, all the cool stuff. And we have Bluebird here. This was a great addition by Justin. Like, bravo, Justin. Bluebird had to research this character. So it seems, I think, Pat Olive and Kirk Busiek brought this character back. First appearance, Amazing Fantasy, 1962. So how amazing is that? Then had to do a car, again, always challenging ourselves. Day 29, Black Panther. Just wanted to make this thing bright. Also wanted to work in Reed and Storm. And then day 30 and 31 was Groot and then Stan Lee. So I forgoed a little bit of, squeezing Stan Lee or merging the two, because we did have Stan Lee as two previous pages and a cover. So it does cover the Stan Lee problem. But here we go. Stan Lee, thumbs up, Excelsior. Solar Man, who is day one of this year. I just had to continue drawing that character. We showed off the back, and everyone, this is StanUARY, and this is how we do sketchbooks. We push ourselves, but we also give back, and I cannot wait to do this with all of you. Holy crap! Don't we love sketchbooks? Look, also coming, I really do love sketchbooks. I think sketchbooks sharpen the blade unlike anything. I think sketchbook challenges sharpen the blade. There's no book, there's no course you can take that refines a sketchbook challenge as well as the artist as when you're consciously trying to do it. People, we have a wonderful 2023 StanUARY coming up. I set out to make it one of the most challenging sketchbook challenges I can imagine. We're working in different styles. We're working with a single character. We're creating a comic book. And then everything in between is going to be characters that we're not familiar with. Most of us have never heard of. It is a deep tap. It's a deep vein. And the reason for this, well, part of a sketchbook challenge and part of doing what I do, it's love and education. I just want to show off some of these other ideas that this guy was a part of, you know, even on a executive producer level, but you know, like, he was there, his name was there. People, subscribe, support, leave a comment, and cheers, and no more energy drinks.